So in the field right now, there's so much bladder stuff going on. And the curious part is we don't recognize it as bladder because it's bladder energy through the kidneys up into the sinuses. Because if you look at the bladder meridian, it flows up the backs of the legs. It splits at the kidneys, right? It comes up to the shoulders and then it comes up and over to the sinuses.
Very
Okay.
interesting.
So dehydration, big piece of it. I know it's bladder because when I sit down, I plug up.
Wow. Okay.
This has been true. I remember this happening to me in high school. Uh,
Mm.
yeah, I remember this happening to me in high school. I would be fine walking the hallways, hanging out with my friends, whatever. I sit down in class and plug right up. When we're driving, sit down in the car, plug right up. I can't breathe in. So it's bladder, but it is a dehydration thing, but it is an energetic dehydration. So energy not flowing through the bladder. So you got to
Okay.
force the energy to continue to flow even when sitting or laying down.
Yeah, because I'm
That's your
thinking like I'm drinking so much water, I'm drinking all these herbal teas. I feel like I'm floating as it is, but as a Libra already, I already have a lot of issues with kidneys.
right.
So it doesn't surprise me that that translates into, bladder blockages energetically
Yeah,
either.
right. Get
It's
that flow
amazing.
going. This is energetic flow. So you can do it by moving your hands down the kidney and bladder. So kidney
Mhm.
meridian starts here, runs down the front, bladder meridian runs basically here, sweep down all the way down under the feet, out the toes. Because the bladder meridian is one of the largest in the body. And so this, just to get your energy activated and running it down. It was curious because I woke up with a little bit of a headache today. And I'm like, man, why does this low area of my back start to hurt? And I kind of I actually put the backs of my hands against my back, and instantly the headache got worse, like more severe. I'm like, all
Wow.
right, definitely bladder meridian. Oh,
Okay.
show. So moving through it, though, it is like a dandelion tea. If you're going to do a physical tea, but then you
Mhm.
can also do energetics of like calcite.
Okay.
Yellow calcite is supportive. So I'm going to hold my mushroom.
Hmm. Okay.
Um, and yellow calcite, I always call this the butter crystal.
Hmm.
To me, it looks like the color of butter, and it's so soft. So calcite, pulling that through, running your hands over the meridians. You can tap the meridians. That's a long meridian to tap. Let me see if I can pull up. So I have, I'm going to go into the chakra healing charts that I've created. And let's go down here into root.
Is it terrible that I always remember to do Reiki for my family and I always forget to do it for myself?
That's normal. That's why healers need healers. We
Mm,
need each other. So orange, bergamot, neroli, lemongrass, lemon balm or Melissa.
okay, I have a lot of those already.
Yeah. Now, yeah. One of the rights and basic issues elements with this, because it's sacral chakra, is
Hmm.
to feel gratification,
Ooh,
to feel self gratification specifically.
okay. Now, would you agree that a lot of what is going on with the collective right now, as far as, a lot of people being really sick, is related to this? Or do you think everyone kind of has their own detox protocol that they need to be focused on? Would you say that it's collectively bladder meridian?
Bladder kidney. Um, we're in a pretty serious purge process, right?
True. Very serious purge process.
And it's evidenced by wherever you look, we're in this purge process, right? To get rid of things that aren't in alignment. It aligns, I think, with the Pluto energy moving into Aquarius pretty heavily. And dehydration is a pretty serious issue. High stress. So high stress affects kidneys and bladder pretty dramatically. Um, Extreme dehydration, and I don't care how much water you drink without proper minerals, you're not going to retain any of it anyway. So, instead of flushing through, we actually need minerals in multiple forms. So bioplasma, cell salts, some sort of a Celtic sea salt or Baja salt. Be careful, because if you're high stress adrenaline and you do too much salt, you could actually create more of an issue. So you got a muscle test for the amount. I don't do any salt anymore because I get it in Irish sea moss. I get it in my grass-fed beef. I get it in, I'm getting it through those places. And also I'm adding a hydration amplifier like lime or lemon. Lime being higher a little bit, but making sure that there is that cellular activation from the energetics of the citrus fruit. So we're chronically dehydrated, we're chronically stressed, we're worried, right? So that's kidneys. We hold on to stuff and we don't let go of it. That's bladder, right? So the body is now going to start to force that decision to let go of things. And it's going to do it, unfortunately, through discomfort because we don't pay attention to much else.
True.
So if your body's now hit a level of discomfort and you can't clear past it, it's because you're not looking at the right elements of it. So I don't know how many times I'm on Facebook posts and people will say, oh my gosh, it's time for your running nose. My kid's got this, whatever. And I'm like, it's not, elderberry is not going to do it, friends. You've got to clear things out and get that detoxification going. Physical, energetic, emotional, across the board. I think it's going to become even more apparent to us that we have to integrate all of those. I see, I'm attuned to seeing more conversation about emotional release and energetic release. So the reticular activating system is already looking for that. So I see a lot of it, but I also I see more of it now than I even did a year ago. So there is momentum in the collective conversation about this. Goes way beyond even herbs and tinctures. Not that they're amazing. Like herbs and tinctures are great, but this goes way beyond it. So when we talk about deep hydration, we talk about homeopathics, we talk about physical elements, and then we talk about hydration of spirit.